Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classics, Non Classics. This is episode number 2150 and Doubleshot number 2044. Now we got a DC trade and a Marvel trade. This trade here is technically a one-shot, basically a graphic novel-sized one-shot. That's a series of short stories by various people who have, well, it's more international stuff for when it comes to Batman. Yeah, it's a Batman trade called Batman the World. Yes, this is basically all about international writers writing Batman. These are your writers for this book. We have Brian Azzarello, Matthew Gilbertup, Paco Rivera, Sarbalia, Benjamin Von Esterberg, Stefan Kurvoff, Krell Ketroff, Edgar Pertroff, Ethan Negro, Tomaz Takaza, I'm sorry for mispronouncing these names, Alberto Chimmel, Carlos Effen, Eppo Young, Zhou Zhengong, Liu Zhangtang, and Okada Uchi. The artwork, Lee Bajimaro, Teteri Martin, of course, Bakaria, Nicola Mari, Thomas von Kromat, Michael Shankink, Natalia Zadovia, Ethan Etham, Onar Balak, Peter Kowalski, Waldo Vallis, Pedro Madro, Jagawag Park, Wang Yi Kim, Kwon Kong, and of course, same guy who wrote Writing the Hour. The cover art is done by Brian Buccellato. Not Brian Buccellato. Lee Bajero. As a matter of fact, they actually the opening story, Global City, which you gotta love the artwork. I really do enjoy Lee Bajero's artwork. I really wish the guy would do more Batman work, because the guy's really good. Basically, it's a good Batman story. Just shows up all his various rogues, including. It's basically a way to describe Global City. Is that first you have Death of the Waynes, and then we see Batman fighting, like I showed before, the Penguin. See him fight Man-Bat, Bane, Poison Ivy. There's appearance here by Catwoman. There's also the Joker, which of course basically Majero draws Joker like he normally does. Harley Quinn a gas mask. And that's it. Next one is the Paris one. It's basically that was the American one. This is basically we have various countries here. We have United States, France, Spain, Italy, Germany, Czech Republic, Russia, Turkey, Poland, Mexico, Brazil, South Korea, China, and Japan. This was done by French artist Thierry Martin, who does the art, colors, letters, and cover. Interesting. Matthew Guerrero. Even get a little bio for him if you're curious about it. Mostly put in the case this one. That one, the last one just showcases Batman World. It's just basically just Batman and Catwoman in Paris. With all appearance by Wonder Woman in her DC Rebirth attire. Interesting. Next, we move on to Spain, where basically Bruce Wayne has a well, it's done by a Spanish writer. Yes. Now, I'm not going through every single story, mostly, but just, like I said, it's all by various different writers. Nothing here is bad, per se. It's all pretty good. Give this book a 9 out of 10. Next up, it is X-Men First Class. Yeah, it's a digest version of the first that collects, I believe this is the first volume for X-Men First Class, not mistaken. Let me take a look about that, because this is also the name of, now you're thinking X First Class. You talking about the movie? No, not the movie. This is the comic it took name from. Let's see. 9 issues. Oh, excuse me. 07. Okay, this actually is from the second volume for the series. Yes, the second volume of First Class. Yeah, there are 3 volumes of this thing. This actually is from the second volume for the series. This is roughly almost half the volume. Right here, it's called Road Trips. Written by Jeff Parker, who is the writer for pretty much the original. He pretty much wrote the entire series. Yeah, he did. The artwork is mostly for this book here, done by Roger Cruz. That's your artist for this book. The special's not here. If you're curious about First Class, it is basically sort of a kind of modernized retelling of the early X-Men adventures. Mostly, you kind of think of it as the in-between pages stuff when it comes to X-Men. The first issue is having, well, a guest star appearance by the Invisible Woman. Yep. Oh, by the way, I should point out, though, the X-Men's costumes. If you've ever seen how they look back in the 60s, they were like blue and gold. This is more basically the artist's style. Yes. Now, in story, there's no reason why their outfits look like this. It just they do. And apparently, the way this is written, that Jean Grey is, well, obviously younger than Invisible Woman. I actually call him Invisible Girl here. Because it's implied this is set in the 60s. Based on all the stuff here. And here's the thing. There is... Now, TV definitely did exist, but it wasn't color. I don't know if it was color back then. But here's the thing. There's no cell phones. So, you could kind of imply this is more like off-panel and stuff. Basically, it was the first issue. The second issue is basically the X-Men just going to like a monster island for an issue. That's most what issue 2 is. Mm-hmm. Though it turns out it was actually done by Mastermind, who's a statue. Yeah, that was something from the late... That was from the... It was the whole thing of basically the statue thing. That was something the Stranger did to him. And here's the thing. How he was turned back, it was never really explained. Just, oh, he just turned back off panel. Yeah, it's never really explained. Issue 3 is focused on Iceman. Actually, it's more a continuation of basically with the previous issue. Mm-hmm. So you could say that it's mostly just a 2-parter. They have this weird backup story where you have Scarlet Witch and Jean Grey hang out for a day. Yep, and issue 4 is basically Beast and Iceman going on a road, going for a joyride. Yep, gas. Jeff Parker's next. It's so funny. This guest list like gas, snacks, tolls, custom paint, stereo system, windshield wiper, oil change, fuzzy dice tire maintenance, chief star navigation, who's Joe Quesada for some strange reason, and King of the Road, Don Buckley. Yeah, it's basically a road trip going to Switzerland. It's a massive road trip. It's just a fun issue. Yeah. Issue 5 is them taking on the Hulk. This one is a bit awkward to explain when it comes to this one because I think I remember reading the original comic book. They actually didn't meet the Hulk in issue like 66. Could it have before then? I'm not really sure. But who knows? I don't know when this is set. They don't really say. They have Halloween story stuff here. A lot of really good stories here when it comes to the X-Men. Excuse me. I do recommend checking this out because it's really good. Excuse me. I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Just pure fun. Yeah. So, yeah, there's also Man Things in here. Black Widow. A lot of really good classic Marvel stuff. Pure fun. Okay, so that's episode of you, and that's surprisingly is the end. Is calling night here. So tomorrow, hopefully more than one anime review, because right now I'm down to 4 anime left. The next thing I'm going to do is My Hero Academia. So it was up My Hero, Dragon Stampede, One Piece, and Case Closed. Yep. Here's tomorrow with Commenter, maybe Comic Corner, and then of course, well, other stuff. Okay. Thanks for you. Bye.